Hello friends, let us see the norma basalis, the foramens and structure passing through it. So here first of all in anterior part we can see the incisive foramen. So this is the incisive foramen and it transmit the greater palatine vessels which connect the palate to the nose and the nasopalatine nerve which connect the nose to the palate. Then here on posterior side, just behind the palatomaxillary suture, we can see the greater palatine foramen and it transmits the greater palatine vessels and anterior palatine nerve. Now just posterolateral to the greater palatine foramen, we can see the lesser palatine foramen and it transmits the middle and posterior palatine nerves. Now here we can see foramen ovale and it transmits the mandibular nerve, accessory meningeal artery, lesser petrosal nerve and emissary vein which connect the cavernous sinus with the pterygoid plexus of the vein. And sometimes it also contains the anterior trunk of the middle meningeal vein. Now just posterolateral to the foramen ovale there is a foramen spinosum and it transmits the middle meningeal artery, meningeal branch of the mandibular nerve which is also known as the nervus spinous and posterior trunk of the middle meningeal vein. So here the foramen spinosum. Next we can see the foramen vesalius. This foramen is present just anterior to the foramen ovale between the scaphoid fossa and here the foramen ovale. This is the foramen vesalius, also known as the emissary sphenoidal foramen, and this emissary sphenoidal foramen passes the emissary vein which connect the cavernous sinus with the pterygoid plexus of the vein. Next is the canaliculus innominates. It present between the foramen ovale and foramen spinosum and it transmits the lesser petrosal nerve if it is not passing by the foramen ovale. Next is the carotid canal. Here we can see the carotid canal and on the vitreous part of the temporal bone it passes the internal carotid artery along with the venous and sympathetic plexus around this artery. Next is the foramen lacerum. This is the big foramen present just in front of the apex of the petrous temporal bone. It is known as the foramen lacerum. So during fetal life, the lower part of the foramen it is filled with the cartilage and not significant structure passes through it, except it passes the meningeal branch of the ascending pharyngeal artery and the emissary vein from the cavernous sinus. But the upper part of the foramen it is traversed by internal carotid artery with the venous and sympathetic plexus around it, and its anterior part there is a formation of nerve to pterygoid canal which is also known as the Vidian nerve. It formed by the union of greater petrosal nerve with the deep petrosal nerve. So this is the foramen lacerum. Now we can see the petrotympanic fissure here and it transmits the chorda tympani nerve, anterior ligament of the malleus and anterior tympanic artery. Now just let us move towards the posterior side. Here we can see the big foramen. This one is the foramen magnum and it transmits through its narrow anterior part. It transmits the apical ligament of the dens, the vertical band of the cruciate ligament and membrana tectoria. Now through the wider posterior part it transmits the lower part of the medulla oblongata and 3 meninges, and through the subarachnoid spaces it transmits the spinal accessory nerve, vertebral arteries, sympathetic plexus around these vertebral arteries, then anterior and posterior spinal artery. So foramen magnum here. Then hypoglossal canal, also known as the anterior condylar canal, and it transmits the hypoglossal nerve, the meningeal branch of the hypoglossal nerve, and meningeal branch of the ascending pharyngeal artery. It also transmits the emissary vein which connects the sigmoid sinus with the internal jugular vein. Then we can see the posterior condylar canal here, and it transmits the emissary vein which connects the sigmoid sinus with the suboccipital venous plexus. Next we can see is the jugular foramen. So from its anterior part, it passes the inferior petrosal sinus and meningeal branch of the ascending pharyngeal artery. From the middle part, it transmits the 9th, 10th and 11th cranial nerve, that is the glossopharyngeal, vagus and the accessory nerve. And through the posterior part, it transmits the internal jugular vein and meningeal branch of the occipital artery. So here is the jugular foramen. Next we can see here is the stylomastoid foramen, and this stylomastoid foramen, it transmits the facial nerve and stylomastoid branch of the posterior auricular artery. So these are some foramens and structure passing through the norma basalis, through the foramen of the norma basalis. Thank you.